I think the in-house free agent that the more I think about it, the more I think they kind of have to bring back is John Kaminsky.
Yeah.
The second half of the season when he was healthy, I mean, wasn't their record 9-2 with him in the lineup? The pressure rate went way up. And I don't think he is, the solution. I think he's part of the solution. But I think his value was very tangible on the field. I'm a big, big believer in Kaminsky.
Well, in games he played in, they were 9-3.
Okay. There you go.
When he actually registered defensive snaps.
Yep.
9-3.
Yeah.
So they never won a game without him. He was integral. If you want to look at it that way. No, he was really good. I thought he was really good for him. Good size and has that versatility. He was a guy that could play inside, could play outside. He seemed to play bigger than what he was. Like he's 6'5", but it seemed like he was a guy who was like 6'8", 6'9" out there because he throw those arms up in the air and he was a problem at times. It was fun to watch a completely unheralded player. Guy who's already, at the time was 26, going to be 27 in last November. So he was been around a couple camps, but never really got his chance. Got his chance to play with Lions, and he took advantage of it. And I think that's another feather in the cap of not only the man who brought him over here, Brad Holmes, but the guys who were coaching him. And Dan Campbell's part of it. So I'd like to bring him back.
That's my in-house kind of sleeper, almost pay him what he wants. He is going to test the market Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He says he wants to stay in Detroit, but he's going to see what kind of offers he gets. Gator, your free agent sleeper is?
It's a linebacker. It's a guy who is 26 from the Philadelphia Eagles. TJ Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
In the last couple of years, he only played in the league for 4 years. The last 2 years, he had 130 tackles in 2021 in 16 games. So he played every game with Philadelphia, had 130 tackles. This past season, played all 17 games. He had 159 tackles on the season. I feel like nobody's talking about TJ Edwards at all. And yet this guy seems to be the one that could make a lot of sense. Now, maybe he was the beneficiary of having a great defense anyway, and these big giant guys on the front there with Hargrave and Fletcher Cox that are going to hold up all the weight and allow him to make the tackles. But he did. He made them all. 159 of them, in fact. I think it's a guy that you might be able to get for relatively cheap, and it'd be an upgrade over Anzalone.
He's down the list of available linebackers, somewhere between 30 and 50 in terms of ranked free agents.
Overall free agents,
yeah. So, no, he hasn't garnered much talk here. Kang, you have a draft sleeper.
No, it's a hunch.
Oh, it's a hunch. Okay, all right. Fine. You're right. No, my bad.
Soon to be wearing the hat with a hunch.
Show rules, hunch. You don't have to back it up. You don't have to cite any evidence. You don't have to connect any dots. You just got that gut feeling. Kang's got a hunch. What is it?
That the player you're absolutely in love with falls out of the first round. I got this hunch that Jack Campbell's not going to get drafted in the first round. And it's going to really bother you because it's 18 no matter what, right? That's your guy.
Yep.
And it's not me. I like Jack Campbell.
I don't think he goes in the first round.
I think that his RAS score, through the roof, right?
Yep.
Productivity at Iowa. Great size.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I got this hunch that the Lions might not pass on him once, but maybe twice. And I'm not talking about the sixth overall pick, but maybe even with that 40, what is it?
All right, easy there, Slick.
It's just a hunch. That's it. I'll back away.
They have 48 and 55, I believe. Well, I'll tell you this, Kang, to back up your point. I don't think I've ever seen him go in the first round in a mock draft.
It's funny because I'm fully aware that nobody has him in the first round.
Here's the thing.
He's way higher on my big board
but
than
why not?
Doug is to Jack Campbell what Brad Holmes was to Levi Onwuzurike. Remember the stories that he had to be held back. He wanted to trade back into the first round to get Onwuzurike. They're like, no. They just trust us. The models show that he'll be available in the second round. And then the second round starts, I'm going to trade back up. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You're fine. Just hold on. But I really want him. I think he's going to slip, and then he ends up slipping, and then that story comes out that they were willing to even trade up in the first round when he went where everybody thought all along where he went. I think with Jack Campbell, it could be a very similar situation, Doug. You're going to have to be held back. You're going to be very upset when 18 comes and goes and they don't take Jack Campbell, and then we're doing the show the next day, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, he's listed as like the top guy available in the second round here. We got to do something. We're going to talk you off the cliff, and then somewhere in that that range where the Lions get ready to make their first second-round pick, you're going to be screaming from the rooftops for them to take Jack Campbell, and they might.
Well, you get to a point where there's a player there that you realize, okay, I like him more than everybody else. I like him more than anybody's draft board has him going. That doesn't dissuade me from taking him at 18. It's funny because they're going to be picking like 15th in the second round, 15th or 16th or whatever it is in the second round. I'm going to be sweating bullets hoping he gets there. And then they're going to get to the pick. I did the same thing years ago.
The 17th, I think. 17 or 18.
Whatever it is. I did the same thing years ago with Levante David. And when he dropped and was on the board and the Lions were there and the pick was in and the Detroit Lions selected Ryan Broyles, wide receiver, Oklahoma, I was unconsolable. I turned.
You turned to.
I turned to Valenti.
To the shoulders of Mike Valenti.
That's how worked up I was.
You called everybody at the station, by the way.
And I mean, with Levante David, it made more sense than Ryan Broyles in the second round.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Now, hey, look, don't get them all right.
No, but you and I do get right. Linebackers. Yep. Our linebacker hit rate is huge.
Quarterback hit rate,
not good.
But also remember, just to go back to the linebackers, how many people here wanted Ray Maluga when he was there twice?
I did.
How many people wanted like Reuben Foster?
I did.
How many people wanted N'Kobe Dean and he fell to the third round? But my point is this the next linebacker that falls to the Lions and they just pass?
No, I do think that he's available in the second round. Will the Lions take him? I don't know. Something tells me they will. I think they like Jack Campbell. I think Jack Campbell is the kind of player that Dan Campbell likes.
That name just screams 70s linebacker, right?
Jack Campbell. Look at him. Look at him, too.
You got Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, Jack Campbell.
His name implies neck roll.
Right.